we move to the next presentation. Do we have Sevda Sekar? Am I pronouncing right? I'm
Yes,
really
I'm here.
sorry.
Yeah, hello.
uh, from Turkey, and she is going to present on exploring the requisites for extraterrestrial life through inquiry-based learning. It sounds interesting. Looking forward to your presentation,
Thank you.
and over to you.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. I'm going to share my screen. So I hope you can see it.
Yes,
Right?
it's visible.
First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Sevda, and I'm a science teacher in Izmir, Turkey, and at a science and art center, which is for gifted and talented students. And here is my work, exploring the requisites for extraterrestrial life through inquiry-based learning. According to National Research Council, inquiry is a multifaceted activity that involves making observations, posing questions, examining books and other sources of information to see what is already known, and planning investigations, reviewing what is already known in light of experimental evidence, using tools to gather, analyze, and interpret data, proposing answers, explanations, and predictions, and communicating the results. Inquiry requires identification of assumptions, use of critical and logical thinking, and consideration of alternative explanations. Developing the ability to understand and engage in this kind of activities require direct experience and continued practice. With the process of inquiry, students don't come to understand inquiry simply by learning words such as hypothesis or inference, or by memorizing procedures such as the steps of the scientific method. They must experience inquiry directly to gain a deep understanding of its characteristics. So, if we want students to learn methods of science, we can teach them to be part of the scientific process itself. As Carl Sagan said, science is a way of thinking much more than it's a body of knowledge. So one of the main goals of inquiry-based learning is teaching how to learn. With inquiry-based learning, this activity is aimed to promote critical thinking, curiosity, active learning, and engage students in complex and multidisciplinary topic. And this activity consists of 6 parts: asking questions, gathering data, making observations, conducting an experiment, proposing answers, and communicating. But it's actually an ongoing process, and all the steps can exchange each other. And so, therefore, the first step to engage in an inquiry is asking questions. First of all, I had my students to become aware about the environment around them and ask questions that they found interesting. As you probably know, students are always curious about universe and asking questions about solar system, black holes, galaxies, and whether there is life on other planets and so on. They started to ask about extraterrestrial life, and then they examine the question in terms of whether it is testable. Once they convinced they can be test this question, they started to search for information about what is life. Is it possible to exist life on other planets? What are the essential environmental conditions for life beyond Earth? And how can we model and investigate them? These questions led them to make an inquiry in astrobiology. And students conducted field studies around the school to catalog local flora and fauna using digital identification tools like PlantNet. It's an application for mobile phones. This was followed by discussions on the adaptive features of Earth-based life and the implications for life on other planets. Each student contributed to the development of a local field guide, which is included observations on habitat, morphology, and survival strategies of organisms. By classifying Earth's biodiversity, students drew parallels to potential life forms that could exist in diverse planetary environments. And to simulate microbial ecosystems and explore how microorganisms survive in different environments, serving as a model for life in extreme environments on other planets, students made the Vinogradsky columns. The Vinogradsky column is a miniature ecosystem where microorganisms and nutrients interact over time. As oxygen diffuses downward from the surface, fermentation products from the breakdown of cellulose and hydrogen sulfide diffuses upward from the reduced lower zone. Students constructed Vinogradsky columns with soil, organic materials, and different environmental conditions. These columns were observed over 2 months, allowing students to track the development of distinct microbial layers. This model gives us valuable insights into how microbial life might exist in environments where oxygen levels, light, and chemical conditions vary, similar to what we might expect to find on planets like Mars or moons such as Europa. And this is the first time that they prepared the columns. The first and second bottle have the same materials, mud, egg, leaves, and papers for long-term carbon source, sodium bicarbonate as short-term carbon source. Only difference is first one has seawater, second one has stream water. Third bottle is control column, it has only mud. And after 2 months, here is the results. There are different layers with different colors. On the top of there is a green layer. When you go through downward, you see the black layers. On the left and here on the left, top of the bottle, there is a green layer consists of cyanobacteria, and on the right, microscopic image of this bacteria. And here are inferences made by students. Cyanobacteria in the top layers indicated potential life for in sunlight exposed regions of exoplanets. And iron oxidizing bacteria suggested that similar life could thrive in mineral-rich environments on other celestial bodies. And sulfate-reducing bacteria in deeper layers of the column provided clues about how life could persist in volcanic or subsurface hydrothermal environments. The development of distinct microbial layers, including photosynthetic bacteria at the surface and anaerobic bacteria deeper in the column, mimics potential ecosystems that could exist in extraterrestrial settings. And after having results for columns, students prepared a report about their 3-month study, and they applied a contest which is called Catch a Star. Maybe I don't know, you have ever heard. This competition is organized by European Association for Astronomy Education. My students presented their report online to other attendees who are from different parts of the world, and their project received first prize. That was an amazing experience for them, and they dive into an inquiry search and had a chance to present their work in front of universal audience. And this project really shows the power of inquiry-based learning in education by giving students the chance to explore the big scientific questions like what conditions might allow life to exist beyond Earth. We are giving them more than just knowledge. We are helping them build critical thinking, problem-solving skills through hands-on activities. It's about getting them actively involved, sparking their curiosity, helping them to take charge of their own learning. Ultimately, projects like this inspire a deeper understanding of science and hopefully a lifelong passion for discovery. And that's all from my side. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for such a wonderful presentation. And I do agree that a lot of programs which are inquiry-based learning programs are very effective. And Today's session has been either like talking towards citizen science or inquiry based. So it's really interesting to see so many programs going towards that direction where community or the students become a part of leading movements. Um, so yeah, we are quite early. We do have like around about 9 minutes remaining with us. If anyone has any comments, there are a lot of applauds to you, a lot of claps and mentioning nice presentation. So yeah, and I think I also see, yeah, it's so thanks Sevda for this wonderful presentation. Um, do we have like 5 minutes of a break?